Kavango West, the youngest region in Namibia with the most untapped potential. Established in 2013, Kavango West is made up of 8 constituencies consisting of Nkurenkuru, Mpungu, Tondoro, Musese, Kapako, Ncumuni, Ncamagoro, and Mankupi. The region is also known for its breathtaking Kavango River that divides Namibia and Angola. Domestically, Kavango West borders 4 other regions, with Kavango East in the east, Ochazonjupa in the south, Oshikoto in the west, and Ohangwena in the northwest. This profile captures and narrates stories of development in the region and how inhabitants navigate their hardship to drive growth in efforts to transform lives. According to the 2023 census, the region has a population of 123,266 inhabitants. And of that population, 99.9% reside in rural areas, while only 0.01% lives in Nkurenkuru, the only town in the region. Amongst all the regions, Kavango West remains the poorest in the country. Despite this, the region thrives on its fertile land, making agriculture a cornerstone of its economy. Today, this young region identifies itself with the motto, Kavango West Going Green. This is visible through the major agricultural projects such as Musese and Secondo green schemes. The region has a high unemployment rate of 33%, and the youth are the most affected. Other major challenges facing the regions are a lack of potable water, electricity, and road infrastructure. Despite all these challenges, the region has advanced in agriculture, education, health, and ICT sectors in the last 4 years. Chief Regional Officer of the Kavango West region, Matthew Shingambwe, says the Council has implemented various strategies to promote transparency, accountability, and to ensure effective service delivery for its inhabitants. The region has made progress in fighting hunger and eradicating poverty through various economic initiatives. The Director of Planning and Development in the Council, Egidius Nambara, says the Mangeti Kavango Cattle Ranch has significantly reduced unemployment amongst local people.
The main economic activity in Kavango West is the agricultural sector, be it at commercial level, be it at small scale or subsistence or household level. We are an agricultural region. We have got green schemes. Currently we have 2 that are operational, mainly Secondo irrigation and Musese. We also have Kavango Cattle Ranch. It's a big project in the region, hosting around 6,000 cattle. And then we have the Mpassinkuru auction pen. This is a community initiative. People come from all corners of Namibia to buy cattle. So this is one of the big marketing opportunity for our local farmers to go and sell their cattle.
It's just a normal average is 24, 23. Don't go beyond 20.
Access to proper health services is a basic need for everyone. However, the health sector faces numerous difficulties. The Regional Health Director, Francisca Hamtenya, says despite the establishment of 29 health facilities, many locals still walk long distances to access basic healthcare services.
For the past 4 years, only 3 facilities were completed and inaugurated in the region. Total public health facilities in the region, we have 2 districts, which is Ncamagoro and Nkurenkuru districts. with 29 facilities in total. We only have one district hospital. We have 7 health centers, 6 of them operating on a 24 basis, as well as 21 clinics. Most of our facilities, I should say, they are in a satisfactory condition. The biggest challenge that we have with our facilities is the limited working space and no ablution facilities. You'll find that we have facilities with only one room. You'll find one nurse doing vaccination in one corner, the other nurse doing delivery in the other corner, screening and treatment also taking place in that same room. Currently, transport shortage remains also another challenge. As a result, we are unable to reach every outreach point.
One day when I went to Zigisi, I find a boy bitten by a snake and it's gone. I have to cancel my meeting to load the cops to
Muwebe Clinic needs a lot of services. There are beds which have bad smell inside there, and it does not look good to the patient also. They came for healthy service, but now they are getting also very different smell inside.
In line with Article 20 of the Namibian Constitution, the region is committed to providing quality education to its future leaders. The region's commitment towards basic education is reflected in the 2024 results, with grade 12 scooping 80.7% at number 1.
Our performance have been increasing on an annual basis. Our grade 11 stands at 61.8%. Our grade 12 stands at 80.7%. Our grade 12, we are number 1, ranked as number 1 across the country. And with grade 11, we stand at number 2. Overall, our pass rate as a region at grade 12 stands at 80.7%, like I've indicated.
In effort to keep the Namibian child in school, government continues building hostels around the region to accommodate more learners. This ultimately minimizes the long distances they travel to and from schools.
If you go to Satotwa, we have a hostel there that was inaugurated last year. There is also a Rago. If you go to Nautova, we also have a small hostel there. If you go to Kachinagachi Secondary School, we have constructed a hostel there. I should say the capacity is bigger than the others that I've mentioned.
And now I came in the hostel, at least it's better. Here we got a lot of work to do. We just eat, take a bath, and then we take our books and study. So this has also improved my results for last year when I was in grade 10.
For me, it feels really good being in the hostel. So for the first time when I came, I was renting. We were paying 450, but we were not treated really good.
Thank the government of Namibia for making sure that education of our Namibian child is being put as number 1, even on our budget allocation is usually the one that usually take a big chunk.
Nkurenkuru town is home to several higher education institutions, including the International University of Management, Volvicha University, and the newly constructed Vocational Training Center. These institutions are not merely landmarks in the region, but play a vital role in shaping the future of young Namibians by providing tertiary education and skills development.
We do not want TVET to be seen as the second option for those that do not make it to university to now fall back into the TVET stream. The message that we convey to the Namibian public at large is that TVET is for the technically inclined, for the technically gifted. If any Namibian has a passion for technical trades, let's encourage that young person to enroll at a VTC, to empower him or herself with a skill. And as we say at the NTA, make your passion your work, and you will never work a single day in your life. For us, it's about attracting the right talent to TVET. And we need to do away with this public perception that TVET, technical training, is the second-hand option, is the fallback option for those that could not make it into university.
The region is working towards being self-sufficient. It utilizes good rainfall to produce food for both consumption and commercial purposes. Manager at Secondo Green Scheme, Maxwell Ngidinwa, says, while the contribution of green schemes are not always recognized, variety of crops are produced at the scheme.
It's very difficult to see the impact of green schemes because some of the data are not mainstreamed. But Secondo Green Scheme, compared to other green schemes, has a very good competitive advantage that allows us to do various crops, including vegetables and, of course, wheat and maize. Maize is a political crop. We call it it's a political crop. It's an economical crop. It's a staple food. So it's a very relevant crop. It's very important that the green schemes continue to be supporting the government's initiatives to ensure that when there's drought, there is food to supply so that they can ensure the drought relief program to continue.
Even though the region is situated alongside a perennial river, access to potable water remains a challenge. Control Administrative Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform revealed that 94 boreholes were installed between 2021 and 2024, demonstrating the ongoing efforts to improve water accessibility in the region.
Out of the 94, we have installed 92 because the other two, there's issues with the quality of the water. And we have partially installed one at Kayeura, but we are looking at a possibility of doing a mini desalination so that we can be able to treat the water. Before the 2019-2020 financial year, we were at 200 and something. But as we speak, we have reached a number of 350. Generally, when you look at the overall coverage of the region, we are at about 70% of coverage in terms of access. We have recently started with support in terms of small-scale irrigation project, where community members are also being assisted to drill for them borehole where they've demonstrated capacity and viability for them to establish a garden. That project has started, has benefited a number of people already, and the government is willing to do more.
We are only active during rain season because the water that we are getting to irrigate our plants is the water that we get from the well. So maybe if we are to get support, unless we need a borehole.
The region has adopted to implement rural electrification program to ensure every village is connected to the national electrical grid.
They've already started electrifying some of our localities. Last of last year they electrified Matende village. Last financial year they electrified Tondoro locality. And this year they plan to electrify Rupara. The coverage currently stands at 20% electrification, which is way, way low.
And we thank NamPower. And NamPower must do more because that is the only company. That's why it is called NamPower, powering the nation. We still need NamPower to power the nation, not to electrify 2 villages per 5 years. We want them to electrify every year, a village, because Vision 2030 is approaching.
In order to respond to housing crisis, Nkurenkuru has opted to invest in affordable housing initiatives. Nkurenkuru's Chief Executive Officer, Pietre Sindimba, says the demand for housing is extremely high and Council is working tirelessly to construct affordable housing through various programs.
Due to urbanization, the demand is also increasing. As of this month, January 2025, only for the residential application, we have got more than 3,500. As of now, we have got 23 extensions. 5 extensions is fully serviced. 242 residential plots is currently available, and we are selling them at Nkurenkuru Extension 6. And so far, energy built about 120 houses in Nkurenkuru, which are all occupied. Mass housing, 49 houses, it's finished, and they were fully occupied. 2021 to 2024, it's about more than 768 houses has been built.
Thank you for this house for Sekdela. Now I'm happy for that benefit for Sekdela. Now the people for join for that Sekdela, 21 people for this house. Complete that house. The bricklayer now are coming. I will start the bricklayer. I will start that house 21.
Network coverage and road infrastructure are considered key components of broader communication. In Kavango West, these two sectors are gradually improving lives.
Our only challenge, especially in Kavango West, is access roads, the regional access roads. Not much has been done in order to link our inland, for example, with the national roads. I'm happy to say at least they have started considering our request. For example, D3446, which is Charlie Cut line that passes through different constituencies and also access to other regions. This road is a very strategic road to us because it passes through all the 100 farming units.
Since independence, I think Kapako never got any road that goes inland. And just imagine a person and expecting a mother walking a distance of 30 kilometers and they expect her to come to the nearest health facilities that is 30 kilos away. It is a challenge.
Before, where people had to climb on trees and search for network, now people can talk on phones while you're just walking in the street. There's no need for struggling and hustling because of the towers that are available now.
In terms of coverage, mobile telecommunications stands at 79%, radio stands at 78%, and television is at 74.5%. So we would want 100% coverage, especially for the radio.
We want NBC really to cover the population, 100%. There are some of our villages who cannot listen NBC, but other radio stations you can tune at the farms if you want to listen. Maybe you have to tune Oshwambo or Osherero or Damaranama. Even if you don't understand, if you want to enjoy the Namibian language. But through Kavango service, you hear it in Windhoek, but within Kavango you cannot hear it.
And we are happy for the moment that there is a tower that has been erected at Mpini, which is about 7 kilo from here, 5, 6 or 7 kilo from here, which haven't yet been commissioned. And we are looking forward that once it is commissioned, I think we might have a good network reception.
I'm a happy councillor because 5 more towers were added during the 4-5 years. As I'm speaking now, I can access people from Bravo as well as Zigizi. Unlike in the past, If you want to go to Zigizi, you have to drive.
We have areas who still don't have connection in terms of communication, even in our constituency. Even now, I have to drive to some of the areas so that I can bring the information there, because they cannot catch in terms of network.
Singambwe is enthusiastic about Kavango West's investment promotion plans and the opportunities they present to the inhabitants.
We have started supporting the horticultures, the small horticultures. People need to produce food. The other part is we want to move into manufacturing. We have the water. It's good for factories to settle. We are a region with good forestry to produce timber. Furnitures can be produced, the manufacturers of furnitures can happen in this region.
This project has given us knowledge, skills in different things. Skills on working with hands, theories on monies, behaviors, and a lot of things. You employ yourself at least to reduce the number of unemployment.
And we have also a rural development center, which is a regional program, a regional project, but it is situated in Musese constituency. Just some touches, then the hall will be used, whether it can be used for the meetings, gatherings, as well as weddings. Then we might get some incomes.
We don't want this issue of giving people projects and then after 2 years, the project is dead. You must produce something and alert the office, because our offices are always visiting this project to see to it that the projects are progressing, or if they don't progress, we advise the technicians to go there to assist them. Please take these projects as your employment. Because if the project is doing well, you get something from that project. And that is what we call self-employment. We need people to employ themselves.
Kavango West region, a haven for visitors and tourists. Whether you are on a road trip or taking a scenic ride along the Kavango River, there's so much to see. One is able to explore craft markets with local flair and activities like boat cruises and various accommodation facilities across the region.
Funny enough, not all of the Namibians or the Namibian South Africans, most of them still think the road between Simania and Chumep, I think it's the B15, it's still a gravel road. It's not a gravel road. It's fully tarred until the border of Katwitwi. We heard great news. We offer amazing accommodation. We offer conferencing facilities, a bar and restaurant, and boat cruises, and something else that you can't get from Windhoek, 650 kilometers. Other hotspots, 155 kilometers to Rundu, to Mepis, 250. So we're around the corner. We are your middle stop.
In this hospitality, I started off as a grilling chef, I guess say, just a guy behind the grill always. And then my first experience as an experienced chef is a drum boss. Everybody from the Kavango West, Kavango East, or the whole nation at large, come visit Ncamagoro Lodge. This is a place where you shall enjoy yourself and want to come back next time.
Driven by strong and transformative leadership, Kavango West Regional Council is projecting to improve lives through crafting a brighter and greener tomorrow. A region where both the inhabitants and the leadership are set on building a path towards a prosperous future. Kavango West, rising above challenges, driving development and transforming lives.